for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tomorrow night, Jack Black and Kyle are going to be in here from Tenacious D. Tonight, we have a Bow Wow Wow reunion, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to call it, a reunion or not. Well, Adrian is, yes.
Reunion with Loveline.
Reunion with Loveline.
Yeah.
Drew, when is the first time you saw Bow Wow Wow
I'm thinking
on Loveline?
15 years ago, at least.
At least?
No. Yeah.
Oh, no, that hurts.
I know.
That really
I'm
hurts.
only 22.
Yeah,
but you were a zygote at the time.
Annabella, you were 9 or something when the band started.
True.
So what do you care?
How did you know that?
I mean, that's the way to do it. Adrian is here from No Doubt. Is going to be drumming. Are you going to be drumming on the tour or just on the dates that we have here at the Hollywood Racetrack and the House of Blues? Or are you going all over the country?
At the moment, it's those two shows, and they're both this month.
How'd you get involved with this, Adrian?
I got a couple phone calls, and I guess my name was thrown their way, and then we met up, and they wanted to see if I had the stuff, and it worked out.
Is No Doubt cool with that?
Of course, because they were fans of Bow Wow Wow growing up as well as I was, and so they were happy, and they go and watch, and they're into it.
Yeah, Bow Wow Wow was one of the all-time K-Rock bands. Not at the very beginning, but
full swing.
Full swing, yeah, when everything got going. And Annabella was... now, I don't know that much about the band, though. You're from England?
What, originally?
Yeah, where are you? What's your nationality?
I'm half Burmese, half English.
Aha.
I'm a Rangoon baby, honey.
But me too. And is the band...
No.
Yeah. Where's Rangoon? We beat them sometime, didn't we?
It's a really tiny country. No one's probably heard of it here, but
did we had to throw the Japanese off there at some point?
Us. They were real bad to the Japanese people.
The Japanese,
at that time, then,
no. Now they're great. Now they just torture. They just torture whales. They're good now. Well, they're smart. They're trying to copy us. They like all the stuff we liked a few years ago, and we sell it to them at a premium. Hey, you want some Levi's? $400. Elvis wiped his ass with that tissue. 500 yen. Thank you. All right, so Bow Wow Wow though is were you born in England or did you? I mean, were you raised in England?
On and off, yes.
Is Bow Wow Wow's an English band?
We stem from London, England. Yeah, that's where we formed. That's where we were.
Yeah, we were all from
invented.
London
right
at the time.
I had the feeling about that, but I never knew exactly. I don't know if what Drew knew, but I didn't know. I thought like Led Zeppelin was from Michigan for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Like I was pissed when I found out that they were from England. It was like I had no idea. But anyway, so you form up in the mid-early 80s.
No, earlier than that, because I was still at school. I think it's 1979.
Yeah, we were Adam and the Ants.
Oh, really?
We were, yeah, we were the Ants. Then Malcolm McLaren came along and convinced us to get rid of Adam.
Really?
Yeah, and we did.
Holy Christ.
Turned them into dirty
and that's why
old
we
men.
sounded a little bit the same, because we were giving all our tapes to Adam to write to.
It was very...
and then we kicked him out.
You do think of Bow Wow Wow and Adam and the Ants. You do hear that sort of military
the
drumming
Burundi
thing going on.
Well, it's not kind of military. It's kind of a little bit groovier than that.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Burundian. You were usually
Burundian, yeah.
Well, what I mean is it sounds like the drumsticks are hitting the edge of the drum and not the center of the drum, or I don't know what the hell to
Adrian's
call it.
freaking
But
out.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Move along.
Moving quickly along.
No, it's good. You know, you can march into Burma and throw the Japanese off if you have to.
That's right. They're marching, so they raise your blood, that kind of thing.
I'm just trying to say it's the same. You can hear the influence that one had on the other.
Because we were giving Adam the tapes every night. Yeah, this is what we did in the rehearsal room. Write some lyrics to that. And he wasn't kind of working out, so Malcolm says, look, why don't you take the sound that you guys come up with and move on? So we did, and then 6 months later, we found Annabella.
How do you get Annabella when Annabella is, 12 at the time?
13.
I was working in dry cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
was singing along to song, and that's some guy walked in to buy hashish off another guy, and then
moving quickly along.
well, I'm telling you the truth. Oh, okay, that's so boring. I'll lie. That'd be a lot better. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's how it all started. Really, I just went to an audition with a friend of mine.
Wow. And then how old were you when you guys hit the road? I mean, started touring and doing that kind of thing.
About a year later, 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
We were
so I mean, you probably wouldn't have been able to get into a lot of the clubs and venues you were playing,
they
right?
wouldn't let me in. They'd have to. They were very funny with some of the people.
Yeah, we had to work through it. We played a lot of universities and colleges, and we had to get special license and all kinds of stuff and a tutor. But it worked out.
And when did
was it immediately in this country, or was it?
No, in England.
Yeah. And then when did you get over to when did you do your tour in the States? What was your first year over here?
Well, we were on MTV. I think that was the first video we had out here, wasn't it?
81.
Wow.
81. Last year.
I was just starting my career in carpet cleaning in 81, Drew.
Had you yet? Had you?
No, probably just dreaming of cleaning carpet at that point. Yeah.
Interesting euphemisms.
Yeah. All right, so Bow Wow Wow with Adrian from No Doubt are back together and going on how large a tour? I mean, I know you have dates out here, but are you going across the country?
Well, if people want to see us, well, sure, we'll do that. Well, at the moment, we're just doing some one-off shows and just kind of, getting the taste again to see if we can do it, because we're a little bit older than we were before, as you've already mentioned and pointed out very, very abruptly, may I add.
Yeah, but like I said, when you get started at 9, this is the time this is about the age you would have been in your, the band would have been together for 3 years if you were
I
normal.
don't think a lot of people are aware of us. I mean, there's a new generation, there's a couple of new generations, I think, since we were around, so I think it's all about, it always has been, it's about the fans, if people want to see us and catch up.
Well, they seem to. I mean, we did the K-Rock show a month and a bit ago, and it seemed to go very well. I think we can still deliver.
Inland Invasion.
Especially with Adrian giving us a hand here.
Well, yeah, I mean, do you feel like you're better musicians or better people or better... I mean, most people do feel better at stuff at 40 than they did at 14.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Able to cope with it, definitely. But physically, maybe not. But
I was going to say, unless you're playing sports.
Yeah,
so I just came from a basketball game and my legs are gone.
Oh, really? Yeah, Mark Messier scored his 18 millionth goal last night in his guy's 24th season of hockey or something. But hockey's like Bow Wow Wow. It started young, yeah. Anyway, they're going to be at the House of Blues in Anaheim on the 29th of this month, November, and then going to be at the Hollywood Racetrack out here again in Southern California on November 14th. So the 14th and the 29th out here. We'll go to the phones. We'll take some calls. We'll hear some Bow Wow Wow before the night is through. Kelly?
Yes?
You're 20?
Hi.
What's up?
First, can I ask kind of a silly question to you, Adam?
Yeah.
What is Mahalo that you say every night?
Mahalo is basically the companion to, or the opposite of aloha.
It's thank you, as opposed to goodbye.
Yeah, but it's thank you and everything else.
Yeah. Like everything else in Hawaii, each word has 47 meanings.
Hawaiians are extraordinarily lazy people linguistically. And so what they do is they invent one word that means like 30 or 40 different things, and then they don't have to focus on such a large vocabulary.
Well, surprisingly, from Seattle, wouldn't you think she'd be just running to Hawaii whenever she could? But,
Yeah, well.
But be that as it may, and when you go to Hawaii, on every trash can and the billboard of every McDonald's, and when you get off the plane, Mahalo. Everywhere's Mahalo. And yet, strangely, not until Adam brought it to the mainland had anybody ever heard of it here.
Thank you. All right, what's up, Kelly? You have a question?
Okay, yeah. About 2 years ago, I had a really crazy time with, I would go to parties and I would sometimes have sex with 2 guys in the same night.
Wow.
I was into doing white drugs, and finally ended with my dad telling me to go to rehab.
What's a white drug?
Like cocaine, crystal meth. Sniffing.
Okay.
Well, I've never
heard of it referred to as white drugs, but I'm always open.
Heroin's white, right?
Okay, no heroin, no.
All right.
Oh, okay. It's a white drug.
Stimulants.
Okay. So sex with two separate guys at one party.
In one party, yeah.
Wow. All right.
That happened a lot, actually. And so I went to rehab, and then I stayed sober for about 3 months after that, and then I tried to commit suicide after that 3 months of being sober. And then, like, after that, I really changed my life. I went to the hospital, and I just kind of decided that I wanted to change. And it's been, like, a year and a half now, and I'm completely different, but I'm just wondering where all of that came from because I have no background of abuse.
Were you diagnosed with bipolar illness?
No, I take Zoloft now.
But they never used the term bipolar.
No.
So where'd all your crazy abusive energy come from?
Yeah, it was out of control. Yeah.
A lot of that may just be addict behavior. You're a drug addict.
You're in them white drugs.
Yeah, so it could all be related to that.
Okay.
On the other hand, it usually, when addiction gets to that point and when those behaviors are becoming that destructive, usually there's something else there, neglect or trauma, something else.
But once in a while, there's a young pioneer like yourself that just takes the lead and screws yourself up without any past abuse.
But it doesn't have to be wholesale abuse. Were you neglected growing up at all?
My mom is on her 4th marriage.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty much like my dad has 13 years of sobriety. He was an alcoholic.
Okay, but he was an addict when you were 0 to 7.
Yeah.
And your mom, this marriage blew apart, and your mom sounds like she's got some issues. So, yeah, that's highly traumatizing.
Well, not by our standards.
Not by Loveline standards, but by the human brain standard, that will really give you a good dose of trauma.
Yeah. All right. I did a little acting out. Got out of her system. Nothing wrong.
Better.
She's back now. She's off the white drugs and the 2 guys. See, that's why I envy women. They can just go. They can go to a party and have sex with 2 guys
or whatever,
or whatever they want. Then it doesn't even have to be a party. Just open the front door and announce that there's a sex party that's going to be starting in the living room. They just go do it. They govern themselves pretty good for the most part. But if they want to go off, they could go off. Guy, I mean, I guess guy could. No.
Doesn't that depend on the woman?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. You mean
the type of woman?
No.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Are you generalizing?
No. You're generalizing.
Yes, I am.
No,
Just a little. But I was generalizing.
Oh, wait a minute. Any woman could do that.
Any woman could do that. Some would have an easier time and get a higher caliber of guy.
Right. But there is no man that can do that.
Not really.
No, not the way a woman could.
No. I imagine if you're an A-list male celebrity and you went to some, flop house for unwed moms or something and really try to scoop up some of what got dropped off there, you might be able to do it.
The man can open the front door.
And just announce we're having a sex party? Yeah. All right. You may be right. All right. Brandy?
Uh-huh.
You're 24?
No, I'm 20.
Oh, you're 20.
Yeah,
all right.
That's okay. First, I have to say that this is totally cool because I used to have the hugest crush on Adrian when they first came out, and so this is...
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I actually dated a guy that looked exactly like you, and it was utter heaven. Not the real thing, but close.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you phoned up about your eyesight problem then?
Yeah, I think I've
Lee busting some balls over there.
So, anyways, guys, my question pretty much is, about 3 weeks ago, my deadbeat ex-boyfriend broke up with me and just kind of packed up. We were living together here and just packed up his stuff and just left. No explanation, nothing. Since then, little bits and pieces of why he's left and who he really was has come out. And pretty much my only reaction to that was not really much to deal with it. I kind of put it aside, been going out. Met this guy, and, I mean, total hottie, but completely boring to talk to. The first night I met him, I ended up sleeping with him, and which is uncharacteristic of me. It really is. That's not something I would do. I think it's just pretty much I was hurting. I knew my ex-boyfriend was out that night, so I jumped.
By the way, who was it your ex-boyfriend turned out to be?
Well, pretty much we were together for like 7 or 8 months. I will be the first to tell you that we rushed into moving together because we didn't really much know each other. Who did he turn out to be?
It pretty much is similar to right now, I guess. It's another...
Right. I found things out about him. Like, he would leave his email up, and, there would be letters from girls from, like, porno sites, and it turned out that he had, like, an ad on a porno website. And, I mean, he pretty much, swore up and down that he didn't, he had nothing to do with it, and he, like, orchestrated this whole email pretending to be a friend of his saying that, he had set up the ad, and, little bits and pieces later I find out.
What did the ad say?
Well, pretty much his ad was like, hey, ladies, looking for fun, dirty erotica chat, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, here I am completely, enamored by this guy, and, I'm going to spend part of, not the rest of my life, but a part of my life with him by moving in with him.
And where did he end up going? Where did he go?
Well, he had moved to be here with me from Arizona.
No.
And then
Randy cannot answer a question, can she?
Well, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Where he had come from.
No, where did he end up?
Listen, let me explain. Let me tell you how to find out where he went.
Yeah.
You know how, don't you?
No.
Ask where he came from.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this reverse psychology. Brandy?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
He came and went to Arizona.
See, I told you.
Still good, Adam. Well done. Well done.
Find out.
Well done.
All right, so he pretty much went to Arizona.
Yeah.
Pretty much right now.
Right now, he pretty much went to Arizona, and right now you're pretty much having sex with a guy
who's
that
boring.
you don't really care that much about.
No, but
pretty much, what's your question?
What my question is that, he continues to call me or whatever, and I've tried to put it to him as blunt as I can that I'm not really into him, that pretty much it's just a sex thing, and he doesn't seem to be getting it. I mean, how much more clear can I make it to this guy, and is it healthy?
Maybe he's just calling you to have more sex.
Well, he asked me to go, out on dates and stuff, and I don't know, my question is how do I tell him that that's all I want, and two, is it healthy for me to be doing that? Because pretty much when I'm having sex with him, it's not like I'm not having fun, but in the back of my mind, I always think, well, Jesus is showing my ex-boyfriend I can do 50 times more better than him.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I would suggest that anytime it starts to get complicated and that all you want is the sex, as soon as it gets complicated, back out and stop it immediately.
Yeah, but it's already complicated. She's saying that in her mind, all she's thinking about is the sex is sort of a resentment sex directed at the ex-boyfriend.
But you're not past that point yet? You're still doing it out of resent?
Well, yeah. I mean, he just, we had those talks every once in a while. If he was happy here, did he want to stay here? And he was always.
The answer is no.
Yes.
She hasn't gotten over it yet.
No.
That's the answer. Right.
I mean, pretty much, he.
Yeah, pretty much. Brandy has trouble answering a single question.
And let me say something. I was thinking about Brandy saying in the back of her mind. I don't.
Is there a back?
No, there is a back. There's no middle. It's just boom, boom. It's like a sheet of paper. There's nothing in between the front.
Yeah.
Yep. Between the engine and the caboose.
Yeah.
No cars.
Right. Got
Pow! Right up against each other. All right. So
Brandy, listen. It's fine that you are having some sort of relationship with this guy that helps you feel better in the moment, but it sounds like also something that's going to kind of grind you down. You're not really into it, and go out and find something that's more meaningful.
Or look, read a book and listen to some classical music,
down.
or better yet, some Bow Wow Wow, and take some long walks.
Thank God you found out who this guy really is that's moved to Arizona. You're done. You're done with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me say this. Let me make this observation. We're talking about what women can do and what guys can do, and I only knew one guy who could really do what a woman does with men. It was able just to go out and grab him whenever he wanted. Girls liked him. Threw it quite down over there, would you please? Here's my point. He never had any that much emotional growth because he would always just drown himself in women whenever something was going wrong in his life. And Brandy sounds like one of these girls who she's probably attractive. We know she's young. And she's probably alluring, and whenever anything goes wrong, she just hops on a guy, sort of drowns her sorrows in guys, and then subsequently stays in a sort of holding pattern emotionally because she never really gets that downtime you need to grow. Relationship ends, you need 6 months to sort of walk and think and skip rocks on the pond and stuff, and she's just hopping on guys. It's not. I don't think there's any growth there, and I don't know how you don't do it if you can do it, because if I could have done it, I would have done it too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry you couldn't have done that, Adam.
I'm saying if I could have.
I know. I'm sorry you couldn't have.
Oh, you're sorry.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know that feels bad.
I could now, though, I think.
No.
Come on. Hey!
So much easier said than done.
Yeah.
Hey, Loveline, come on, baby.
Huh?
Man show, come on.
Talking about love, I mean, I was going to ask Brandy, actually, how did it make her feel when she was having sex with someone that she didn't really want to be having sex with?
Well, she said all she kept thinking was about the resentment, how this was showing her ex-boyfriend, and that felt good.
Well, but that's like revenging him, but really she's hurting herself.
That's right.
And ultimately, I think if you have deep feelings for somebody that you've split up with for whatever reason, everyone needs time to heal. It's like anything in life, and I would say just be good to yourself and Brandy, and take time to heal, and don't prostitute yourself, honey. You're too good. No, but you need time to kind of look within and find out what it really is that you desire. And talking about love on this Loveline, it's important to remember that's what it's all about.
I'd like to be on the. I never got to be the guy who was on the winning end of the vengeance F.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're slob. You're way below my normal guy, but you know what? It's going to piss this guy off that much more to find out I was with a freak like you. Never got to be that guy. All right.
Even though you were on the scale, you're in the running for that guy. Never actually got to be him.
No.
Yeah. It's the worst of all possible.
Yeah, I made a cut. I got down to final like 26.
Right. Of the creepy guys that she would never be with.
Led a sheltered life.
We got Annabella and Lee and Adrian here, all from Bow Wow Wow. Well, hey. Adrian's from No Doubt, but he's going to be sitting in with Bow Wow Wow for a couple of sessions out here in Los Angeles in middle of November, end of November. Give you more information about that. We'll hear a song. We'll do all that after this.
Hey, it's Loveline. You all right, Adam?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm just, you're not like that.
I'm just waiting.
Phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Bow Wow Wow is the guest. And should we go right to the phones?
All right, let's wait for Annabella to finish her thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said not to.
No, it's okay.
You never notice when they're doing it, though.
I need time to think about
no,
this anyway.
Yeah, think about that, Drew.
I never know.
No, I couldn't. No, you couldn't. No, you guys are you're too far apart, right?
Questions.
You wouldn't be able to tell. It's never happened before. You had no way knowing.
It's
just on the other side of the room. It's never happened, right? It's impossible. I know.
Thank you for bringing my attention.
Okay, all right.
You know what's great, Adam? I knew exactly what was going on in there.
And
did you hear me yell questionnaire?
No, I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm a questionnaire.
I didn't hear what you said, but if I had, that would have been a good thing.
Well, you'll know because I won't say anything. But it's just I wish there was some way we could figure out a way to do it, Anderson. It's impossible. That can't be done. Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about. I'm just mad at
I haven't got a clue. But then that's not.
I could get into it for about. All right. Okay. Do it.
Need some more coffee in here, guys.
Ready to go?
Quick.
Yeah. There's no way you could know. You can't see what's going on, right?
If I'd seen it, I would have stopped.
Yeah, but you can't see.
But had I seen it, I would have stopped.
Yeah, I know. It's impossible. And it's never happened. It's not talked about it before.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's just it can't be done. Right? What are you going to do? Not unless you do everything humanly possible. It just can't. Stuff happens, right? It's not like we're getting this argument every week. It's not like it's coming.
Did you see that Laker game last night?
Yeah, I know. It was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, true. I swear to Christ. Every week I yell at them about this. Just for comedy. Yeah. Drew, seriously, really? This is it with you? This is the end?
All right. Okay. It must be. I'm certainly trying.
What is that? You're not trying.
What planet are we on?
Hey, Lee, do you think Kobe's going to go down?
I don't want to make the guests feel bad by describing to them what I went over with them before we started. You're putting them in a very bad position.
Oh, I do it every time. We do it every time.
Yeah, we'll stop doing that to the guests.
Guys,
you yell at me off the air.
That's fine. I yell at you off the air. You do this every time. You do it every time.
What did I not do to them? What did I not tell them this time?
You never tell them to put the pen down.
At the moment the show is starting, but before I coach.
I know, and then they ride into the thing, and you just look at them every time.
Had it been 15 seconds in or 20 seconds in.
God.
We did. We put honest.
Yeah, those guys put it. Of course you did. Of course you did.
All right. But there's just no way you could see. All right. You guys did nothing wrong. I'm yelling at Drew. Believe me. And I know it sounds insane, but he does this on a weekly basis. That's why I'm yelling at Drew.
Doesn't sound insane at all.
Yeah, and I always what I end up doing is I end up looking at the guests to see if they put their pen down, and then I look at Drew to see if he sees them, and he never says anything. And then he goes, what do you want me to do? I couldn't tell.
Didn't see it. But your impression is I saw it, but was somehow not willing to intervene.
Of course.
That's bizarre, Adam.
That's bizarre. What do you know about psychology? You're sitting
happy to
33 inches away from Annabella. She's riding with a pen, and we get in this argument every week. You didn't see it? Had you seen it?
Is it time for calls?
This would be a good time to fart.
True.
So your belief is that I'm somehow seeing it and going, oh, good, she's still writing.
No,
good. It's going to piss Adam off again.
You see it, and you're so far away from reality that you won't intervene. That's what I'm saying.
Don't see it, Adam.
How can you not see it? She's
adjusting her jumper, I think. Her jersey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's unthinkable to me that I wouldn't mention it if I saw it.
Well,
because why would I want to get into this? What's in it? Adam, you always say, what's in it for me? What's in it for me?
That's my question.
What is in it for me?
Oh, Drew.
What's in it for me?
And what's in it for me? These goddamn questionnaires have been filling out for 2 years.
Your problem. That's your problem.
God damn it. No, Drew.
So there's nothing in it for you. That's why you're pissed off?
Here's the argument. You say you don't see it. Of course you see it. The person is sitting 42 inches in front of you, and it's broad daylight in here. Of course you physically see it. You do not react to it because you choose not to react to it. Not consciously. There's something going on a subconscious level with you that it doesn't enable you to react.
What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it?
If you don't see this, you shouldn't be driving a car.
What's in it for me?
Abbott Costello, I hear.
What's in it for me?
I don't know. That's what I'm
There's
trying to
nothing in it for me.
Well, of course you
What could help me understand what there could possibly be in it for me?
Drew!
What could it be?
You see Annabella filling the thing out. Of course you see it.
Okay, I see it. Now, what is in it for me?
Well, you see me?
Time out. Thank you.
Can you see me?
I see you. I see her when I look over there and notice that it's happening.
I'm 5'4". I'm really tiny. I'm a short ass. You can't really see very much of me at all.
God, Drew.
What's in it for me, Anderson?
Play this exact argument we had last week.
But what's in it for me? As you always say, if there's nothing in it for me, what could the motivation be?
What the motivation? Let me explain.
Do you want to take a beer break, Lee?
Okay. The motivation. I'm sorry this is happening. Guys, go get a beer. What's in it for you is your overwhelming desire for them to finish this in as fast a time as possible, which is a key component that you have. It's true, I have spades.
It's true, I have that.
And when something gets, when a switch gets flicked on, like it's time to start filling something out or completing a task, you don't want to flip that switch off. So because you have an unyielding desire not to flip that switch down, things don't register when you see them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah?
Why would I want to get into this fight with you? Why would I want to do that to you?
Let me ask you this. Why would you not see somebody doing something they repeatedly do in a well-lit room from just a few feet?
Because it doesn't bother me. I'm not realizing it. I don't think about it.
These are all
I'm thinking about the show, thinking about getting into it and focusing on what we're going to do next.
If you're thinking about the show, you'd be thinking about the guests being distracted with your paperwork.
If I looked over and saw them, then I'd say, I told you not to do that.
They sit in front of you, Drew. All right, Drew, just think about why you don't see them.
I think she was adjusting her jumper.
Why don't you see them? That's the question.
She's got jangly-janglies on.
All right.
Who's got jangly on?
And you do see them. Why doesn't it register? That's the question. That's what you need to ask yourself.
It's interesting because you guys have been working together a long time. Sometimes when you work together over a long time, you fall out over silly things.
I know.
I'm saying that's a silly thing.
One of these times.
Be careful, I might start yelling at you.
Yeah, I can cope.
No,
the thing is,
it is silly.
It's silly.
We have these arguments all the time. They don't mean anything. It's just you got to understand this.
But I think it's just a function of you guys just working together next to each other for years and years.
Oh no, listen, we don't care. This means nothing. No, we'll go to the bathroom and cross swords in 4 or 5 minutes.
That's interesting.
We do this all the time. I'm just yelling at Drew because
it feels good. I feel awake now.
He's been plaguing me with these questionnaires for 2 years now. 2 years it's been going on.
Is it some kind of scientific study, research you're doing?
Yes.
It's really, you know what the scientific study is? How long is it going to take me to drive Adam Carolla crazy?
He's on to me. That's my motivation. That's it.
That's what it is. He killed himself. All right.
No.
He killed himself, and it only took 1,800 copies of this mock document for them to fill out. All right.
Here we go. Carpentry question. I think you feel better, Adam.
All right, we have a carpentry question. It's going to calm me down. Lisa?
Hi.
You're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
My dad is a carpenter, and he was in an accident at work today. And so it got me thinking, I wonder if Adam was ever in any accidents when he was a carpenter.
Yeah. I mean, I
well, that's what he tells the ladies anyway. There was
the wall was coming down on a group of retarded carpenters we'd hired from the home, and I had to slide in there and push them to safety. Of course, I was trapped under the wall. Yeah. Now, I was on some crappy scaffolding doing a stucco job in Silver Lake, and it busted, and I fell down the house.
You had heavy equipment, too, at the time.
I was a skill saw with a carborundum blade on it. And worm drive, though, the big ones. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Not just... yeah. Anyway, you guys like the bear when we were arguing.
No, they're like...
But,
they were excited for a minute there.
Fell off some scaffolding and landed on... you know the cement stairs that go down the side of a hill house? One ass cheek on the step, the other one in the air. Yeah, that sucked. All right. Are you all right there, Lisa?
Yeah,
what happened to your dad?
That sounds like pain. He was working up high on a ladder, and he hung his hammer up on one of the ladder ring things, and then he was going to move the ladder later, forgot about the hammer, and it fell on him from 8 feet. Hit him in the head.
You know, old
his head?
Yeah.
Is he all right? Yeah.
Yeah,
not that your dad's old, but seems like half the people I hear about with their 60-something-year-old dad gets hurt or in a coma or something, falling off a ladder.
Yeah.
There's something about when you get older, you want to get on a ladder because I don't know what it is. You have to clean out the gutters. You got to adjust the antenna, whatever it is. Or you retire. As soon as you retire, you want to climb on a ladder, and then you immediately fall off.
Or get on blood thinners. All my patients on blood thinners when they climb up a ladder.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You have a little that blood thinner. You get playing, get a little lightheaded.
No, they just. I don't know. Maybe something about the blood thinner makes the impulse to climb the ladder seem much more appealing. And then they fall a tiny distance and bleed gut buckets.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Or they do something weird, like a friend of mine found her dad in the pool, whack their head on the thing, and they.
Oh no.
Yeah, good times though. I mean, I want to go. I want to go by extension ladder or A-frame ladder. My dad said A-frame. I'm going extension ladder. Let's all plan on having a scaffolding accident at some point in our lives. James?
Yeah.
You're 18?
That is correct.
What's up?
I'm sorry. Me and my girlfriend, we were wondering. She just had her... Yes, we were wondering.
Just you were wondering, right?
Right.
We were wondering if she had a C-section no more than a week ago, and there's a standard 6 weeks, no sex, right?
Right.
And I was wondering, can she get pregnant right after that 6 weeks is up?
Yeah, she could. Is she breastfeeding?
Yes, she is. She's pumping, actually.
That makes it less likely, but it's possible.
Yeah, because it's really nasty when she's giving you a hug and it kind of leaks on your shirt.
The breast milk?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with you guys having sex in 6 weeks?
It's nice and coffee. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey.
Let's talk to your wife.
You kids sound like you're going to go on forever, by the way, and that kid's really... You're going to be the next president.
Yeah, but she's a little premature, though.
The kid?
Yeah.
Well, how premature was she?
She was born October 30th, and her due date was in late January.
Ooh.
Early February.
That's...
Is she home?
No, she's in an incubator in the NICU.
Oh, jeez.
You. And what's the prognosis? What do they think?
Her lungs aren't fully developed.
Yeah. Is she going to make it?
A heart murmur.
Is she going to make it?
Yeah.
They expect her to make it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. James sounds like he's going to be dynamite, yeah. All right, buddy.
All right.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Also, Adam, you are...
Yeah. All right. Something good is going to come out.
Oh, I'm sure.
I got mixed feelings about the kid getting out of the incubator. I don't want to sound morbid, but for the kid's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a Scorpio baby. Will survive.
I kind of hope like.
By the way, no babies die during the Scorpio astrological cycle.
Oh, really?
No,
Scorpio
0.
baby?
No, they all survive 100% throughout the world.
Oh, all right. Well, then I don't even know why they're giving him medical attention.
Yeah, just take him out of the incubator.
Save some money. It's a Scorpio baby. Unplug it. Come on. Wrap it in some foil and send him home. I didn't know he was a durable Scorpio baby. I'm Gemini. What's that mean?
Nothing.
There's
too many of you.
Too many? Is there a lot of Geminis?
There's double whatever there are.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
yeah, we're twins. Yeah. We're twins. What are you, Drew?
Virgo.
You're Virgo. Drew's a Virgo.
There you go.
So am I.
That's a passionate man right there, right? Man of extreme passion.
I can't comment on that. I haven't actually known a Virgo in that way.
What are their traits? Because you and Adrian you're practically the same guy.
I thought I was thinking when I met him.
Shock of hair in the middle and
it's the red mohawk.
yeah.
Must be the likeness, yeah.
What are we supposed to be like? Super organized but super messy at the same time.
Yeah.
Bit picky.
Picky.
Oh, picky.
Picky and fussy.
Oh, fussy.
No onions.
Practical.
Don,
Yeah?
you're 22?
Yes.
Let me guess your sign, baby.
Go ahead.
Capricorn.
Nope.
Libra.
Nope.
Sagittarius.
Nope.
Virgo.
Nope.
Pisces.
Nope.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Nope.
Gemini.
That's it.
Yeah! I tell you, man, it's like some weird gift. It's weird.
That was a good guess, though.
I know.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It's
That
like,
is a gift.
it's like I just tune in and I can just get into their wavelength, you know?
Because you're sidekick.
You can't explain when a person has that kind of gift, you know?
It's a connection, really.
Yeah, I can't teach it to you guys.
No.
I mean, I could. I imagine.
Aren't you hearing voices from dead people telling you that?
Yeah, I could probably get you guys to get somewhere in the 9 to 14 guess range, but you could never crack the 8. I mean, you know. And I consistently will get it in under 10. Consistently.
10 guesses.
Yeah, in under 10 guesses. Yeah, consistently.
Of course, we shouldn't call it guesses. 10 offerings.
10 offerings. Yeah. Again, I'm the conduit in which this passes through. I don't. It's not me. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to... You have a boyfriend?
No, I'm married.
You're married. Your husband. I'll guess his sign, too.
What's his sign?
Libra.
Is it anything? No. He's actually
Well, what kind of broad are you? You don't know your husband's sign?
Well, I'm not into that stuff, really.
How do you guys know if you're compatible or not?
Well, we're as compatible as you and Dr. Drew.
Yeah. We heard that. All right. Well... All right, so you know he's not a Libra, but what's the question?
He's a Virgo. He just told me.
Virgo. That would have been my 9th or 10th guess.
How ironic is that?
All right.
Annabelle's pointing at you and me.
Oh yeah. Virgo.
Gemini and Virgo.
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah. Hey Don.
Thus they get along the same way.
Don, what's going on? You got a heroin problem?
Well, when I was 18, I started doing heroin, and when I was 20, I went to rehab and cleaned up, and I was doing like the 12-step thing for a while. And like here in the past few months, I haven't like really been feeling that I relate to those people, and like think that maybe that I'm not an addict.
No, make no mistake about it. You're an addict. You may not be in the same stage of your disease as they are, but you're an addict.
Okay.
You're always an addict. That's it.
Well, it's really an activation of the biology, a unique activation of the biology of the drive centers in the brain that change the motivational priorities in the brain, and you will forever have that drive sort of drifting around, and it can be reactivated, reawakened very easily.
Okay.
All right. What's how things going with your husband?
It's good. It's awesome. We love being married. We've been married for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Keep a relationship with a sponsor going. You really got to be. If your thinking may get off track somewhere along the way here, and that's the disease coming to life again.
And what's your husband into? Is he doing drugs?
No, he doesn't do drugs.
Anymore?
Don't touch that pen, Annabella. Careful.
Smoked pot like when he was
Careful.
younger, but. Yeah.
What's he? Is he in one of the trades? What's his job?
He goes to the University of Texas.
Longhorn?
That's
Is that
it.
Texas A&M? All right.
No.
All right, Don. What's his birthday? Do you know?
September 8th.
All right, good. Just checking. All right, we'll talk. I'm talking about a year, all right?
Okay.
All right.
And no drinking, no drugs, Don.
Yeah.
You can reactivate things very easily.
I've been having a couple drinks lately, and it's been a big deal.
It will be. It will be. I promise.
Don't do that, Don.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll call you in about a year.
All right.
Bye. All right. Good times. All right. Come on, Drew. Let's whiz together. Yeah. Bow wow wow here tonight.
The song when we get back.
Here's a song along with Adrian from No Doubt, of course. We'll take a quick whiz. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. See, I could see you do that, Drew. I have great peripheral vision.
It doesn't bother me to do that. Your point is it somehow bothers me. It doesn't bother me.
Drew has a point, everybody. Oh, Anderson, I wish you were here, buddy. boy, would we talk about Drew. Annabella's here. Lee is here from Bow Wow Wow. And Adrian from No Doubt Now from Bow Wow Wow is here. Going to be playing a few dates with the band, like November 29th at the House of Blues in Anaheim, and on the 14th of November at the Hollywood Racetrack, and also on the 15th at the House of Blues with Sheryl Crow and many others on a jam night to, what does that benefit? Oh, it's right in front of me. Benefits.
Who does it benefit?
PS
Grammy
Arts.
Foundation?
It's PS Arts and the Grammy Foundation, and they're doing this huge benefit show with legendary artists and special guests in order to raise money for this charity. It's been going 13 years.
What are they charitable towards?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Drew. The money's going to the right place.
Yeah, it's
a community
to help
school?
underprivileged kids, in music and arts.
No, all right.
And
So
for 13 odd years, guys, I'm just surprised you haven't heard of it.
no, we're
Jam
hip.
night.
We're hip. We're hip.
To fund music and arts in the public schools of America.
I'll sit in. I got that hollowed out fish. I like to bust out every once in a while.
What can happen to students who study at these?
Well, they get hooked on drugs. They spiral into drugs.
Almost out of town here.
They can get hooked on something positive like music.
And then the drugs. Then the drugs kick in. All right, let's hear a song. Let's hear. Well, I mean, it's a tale you hear so often. It's sad but true. You don't hear about the other, the guys that are working in an auto shop getting hooked on drugs like the musicians.
That never happens.
Anyway, it's a really good cause.
It's a good cause.
It's a very good cause, bringing artists together to help restore music and arts education in public schools. So.
Well, let's hear a song from Bow Wow Wow. Now, is this one I don't have the CD in front of me. Is this Eastern Promise?
Yep.
It's called Eastern Promise.
And here.
It's a newie.
Oh, here it is. Hey, buddy. Little Bow Wow Wow for you. Something new from Bow Wow Wow.
Oh, God.
Lee's playing the electric sitar in that, yeah?
And guitar.
And the guitar. Very versatile. Bow Wow Wow is in studio tonight. If you want to find out anything about the band, dates, anything like that, just go to bowwowwow.org. All right. Adrian is also here. You know him, of course, from No Doubt. And we'll take a quick break. When we come back, who are we going to talk to, Drew? Carrie?
Yeah, or get a Florida or Germany question.
Oh, we may play some Florida or Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, this is huge. Germany or Florida? Yes, Germany or Florida, Drew.
I beg your pardon.
Please, let's get it straight.
Right.
All right, we'll be right back after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Annabella's here tonight. Lee is here. Adrian is here tonight.
Hello.
All representing Bow Wow Wow. Tomorrow night, we got Tenacious D.
There's some good times.
Oh, yeah. And who else is in that band? Well, it's just Kyle Gass. That's pretty much the main guy over there, yeah? Sure?
Yeah, that must be it.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Black.
Yeah,
Jack Black's in there, too, somewhere. Those two guys will be in here tomorrow night, and then Robert Smigel's coming in here. He does Triumph, the insult comic dog, who's on Conan all the time, and hysterical. Wants to smell your poop. You ever see a dog, Drew?
Never seen that.
You guys know the dog? Oh, it's
Don't they
Adrian.
also do ambiguously gay duo?
Yeah, they do all the stuff for, they do all the animation for Saturday Night Live. Robert Smigel, like a wonderfully creative, funny comic. And Lincoln Park, Cypress Hill, and Papa Roach. None of which are funny, actually, but good bands coming in
Cypress
here.
Hill, a little bit.
A little bit funny, yeah, when they're really stoned.
When they're high, yeah.
Yeah, which is all the time, so it means they're funny all the time. All right, so all that to look forward to next week. All right, now it's time to play Germany or Florida.
All right.
Here's how it goes. Germany or this is our theme. Here's the way it works. We figured out over at Jimmy Kimmel Live that all bizarre evil emanates from either Germany or Florida. And if you go on the internet and you find out all the stuff about guys teaching their dogs to Heil Hitler and smoking their baby's placenta and stuff like that, it all either comes from Germany or Florida. Our job is to guess from where, Germany or Florida, hence the name of the game, right, Anderson?
That's right. Hey, can I get these guys to sing in Germany or Florida? Because that one's not working.
Oh, really? My Germany or Florida is not working?
I mean, your voice is great and all, but I think these guys are professionals.
I see.
So let them play the game. If they like it, then let's have them voice one.
All right, yeah, maybe Annabella can do a Germany or Florida. We get a good theme going. Annabella?
Das ist gut.
Yeah, you can do that? Give us a little taste of...
Maybe she can do it in German.
Good.
We can sing Germany or Florida and...
Das ist gut. Is that okay?
Yeah, but we have to get the title of the game in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what's the title again?
Well,
sorry, you've lost me. I'm
all right, it's called
It can't be on my threshold of
Florida. Yeah, that's the name of it.
Germany or Florida.
Right. No, that's good. Let's try it. Let's do one good clean shot. You ready, Anderson? Go.
Germany or Florida. Ooh.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just...
Something like that.
I mean, mine was a 9 and that was a 10. I think
that's right.
That's what we're talking about.
Nudged out.
Been edged. That's right.
Germany or Florida.
She's a pro. Joe?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay, there's the law where you have to pay alimony to your wife whenever you get divorced. And not only do you have to keep paying if she remarries, but in September, an administrative judge ruled that if she dies, the ex-husband has to continue alimony to her widower.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. That's Florida.
In Florida?
Anything?
I think Germany.
Really?
I don't know what's going on in the States here.
I'm going Florida.
Florida?
Germany. I'm going
It is Germany.
There you go. Adam, you're right.
All right, but listen.
One more.
He didn't. All right, but don't jump in and tell us the answer until we've decided what we're deciding.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have a
I
consensus
can
here.
barely hear you guys.
All right.
Okay.
We'll tell you when we want the right answer.
Give us one more, Joe.
All right, and let's see. There's a loophole in the welfare government where they keep paying the person even if they're living out of the state or country.
Well said.
All right. That
Germany again?
I think that's
Florida.
Germany again.
Germany again?
It is Germany again.
There you go. I'll tell you one thing about Joe. He learns a lesson. He's a quick study, this kid. Fool him once, shame on him, but twice, shame, or however it goes. The point is Joe is not going to get lost in the
details.
Same, that's Joe. All right, so that was Germany or Florida. We've had cleaner versions of that. But, see, here's the thing. I think it's important. I'll put them on hold next time.
Yeah, good idea.
That's what we'll do next time we play Germany or Florida. But Lee batting 1,000 on Germany or Florida, by the way, 2 for 2. Very solid.
Yeah, I know a few Germans.
Oh, yeah. My brother-in-law's German.
Germans.
It's a wacky breed over there.
I tried to kill my mum and dad.
People have a problem with me when I say this sometimes, but are we done with Germany? I don't think we're done with them. I know I'm not. I mean, let's really just focus on what Germany did in a basically 20-year span, maybe 25 years. Just focus on everyone just close their eyes and picture what Germany did. Are we done? We're done with them? This is what we do. We stop you from trying to destroy the world in the early 20s and late teens, and then 16 years, 17 years later, we jump in and try to stop you from destroying the world again. Anyway, here's a few bucks. Go ahead and put the capital back together. We're going home now. That's it? How about we just hit them? Let's hit Germany. Let's just bomb them. You know my plan. My plan is to bomb Germany, and Germany's going to be like, oh my God, what are you doing? I don't even get this. We're just sitting here. We weren't doing anything. We didn't mean you any harm. We never did anything to you. And we go, that's funny. Funny. That's an interesting feeling. Think about that for a little bit. You guys were just hanging out, just trying to get along, and we just flew over and bombed you. Well, sit with that for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wow, it doesn't feel great now, does it? Doesn't feel too good. Wow. And by the way, you got another coming. I don't know when. Could be tomorrow, could be in 500 years, but you got one more coming your way. Tell your kids, I don't know, whatever you want to do, however you want to cope with that, you got one more. That's how we're doing it. And by the way, hey, world, this is how it's going to work from now on. You get out of line, we'll spank you. And listen, the moratorium, there's no statute of limitations on it. Could be 5 million years later, we still owe Germany. Do we not owe Germany? Let's just round up several million Jews and commit some genocide. All right, but you guys are cool now. You make a hell of a car. We're cool. Everything's cool. That's a scant. That was a couple of years ago. I mean, that was a long time ago. I mean, in terms of the Earth's calendar, that was a million years ago, wasn't it, Drew?
In terms of the geological time frame,
oh, yeah, nothing. Yeah, just try to round up all the Jews and the Gypsies and the Russians. Let's just kill everybody. We'll make big ovens. We'll put them on a train. We'll put them in an oven. That's great. Oh, you guys are cool now, though. We're cool. Everything's nice now. No, we got to hit them. Let's hit them. Let's just hit them. Really? Shouldn't we? Some of those people are still alive. Let's just... No? I don't know. It sounds like a good... You just sit home. Just do what I do. You just sit home, drink some wine, and watch the History Channel.
And take some mushrooms.
Every night. Take some mushrooms, drink some wine, watch the History Channel, and just watch all those trains pulling into the camps, and then think...
You stayed up all night last night watching History Channel, didn't you?
I did,
You've had too big a dose of it.
I watch modern marvels. I watch industrial accidents, like bridges falling into lakes and stuff like that. But no, I don't feel like we're done with Germany. I don't.
Can't you focus your attention on the guys that flew a plane into the buildings here?
I like to get them, but they're a little more.
There's kind of like a lot of that going on over there already.
They're more elusive over there. Germany, I know where they are.
Heavy stuff.
I see.
It's a little carpet bombing. That's all. And when they go, what? We go, yeah. There you go. See, not so fun. Carrie?
Yes.
I mean, really?
Oh,
no, but listen. We're gonna take over Poland and see if we can't grab Russia. Oh, let's kill all the Jews while we're at it. Really? Well, we're done. Hey, you guys are cool. All right, so I'd say we're even now. We're even. Really? Even. Okay. Fantastic. Carrie?
Hello?
You're 22. Mm-hmm. What's up?
Yeah. Well, I had a couple questions. My first question was that I'm in a relationship with somebody. We've been together for about 1 year and 4 months, and we're engaged. And sometimes when we have sex, he has a tendency to go limp, and I'm trying to figure out if that's normal for somebody of his age, or is
how old is he?
Florida. This is Florida.
How old is he?
He's 41.
How old are you?
22.
Is he on medication?
Wow.
Yeah.
No, he's not on medication.
Why is that funny?
It just...
Because it's not normal for a 41-year-old. No, it's not normal.
It's not, and a
41-year-old with diabetes or heavy tobacco history, maybe.
Well, he's the chain smoker as far as cigarettes go.
Well, that could be, because that's actually the first artery to go down, as it were, from tobacco. And if he really is a 2-pack a day or something like that, is he?
Well, he usually goes through about 1.5 packs.
Yeah,
this could be related to, he could be getting vascular disease from tobacco.
It'd be nice, like getting raped by a limp ashtray.
Nice.
That's gonna be nice. Hey, why are you with this guy?
That one.
Why am I with him?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in love with him. That's one thing.
Oh, of course. That explains everything then.
All right.
Well, no, it doesn't explain everything.
Well, let's do a little scraping beneath the first layer of pain here.
Okay.
Carrie's a 22-year-old who sounds like she's been to hell and back. Seen a lot.
Vietnam vet.
You have an old voice. I don't mean old sounding. I mean, you sound like you.
Little speed voice too.
You've seen a lot, done through a lot. Yeah. Do any speed?
Have I done any drugs? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No. Well, yes. I used to be a pothead.
Just pot. No speed though.
No speed.
All right. And what are you doing right now? You working?
I'm going to school right now.
Mm-hmm. And what school are you going to?
I'm actually going to school to get certified as a groomer.
Junior college.
Yeah. Actually, it's just beneath right now. Right?
Whenever there's let me explain something. We like to make fun of people who go to junior college on this show. At least I do. And Drew secretly does, because he looks down his nose at them as simpletons. Whenever you hear this, like, oh, you're up in the Oregon area. Where are you going to school? Well, right now I'm I'm trying to get my certificate up. That's junior college. Anytime you hear other than Oregon State, that's That's junior college. Any words before the name of the college when you ask what college you're going to? That means junior college. Well, currently, right now, right in the middle of, about halfway through, junior college.
What was that last caller saying? Remember that girl that had that crazy little half hour ago? She had that thing she said.
Oh, yeah, she had her refrain.
Oh, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, pretty much.
You're pretty much going to junior college. But what went wrong in your life, Carrie? It sounds like something went wrong.
How can you tell?
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
She did. Wow. She has the voice of a mileage babe.
Yeah.
Of a what?
Mileage babe. That's a compliment. That's someone who's seasoned, someone who's been around, who knows. Someone who's not easily fooled or has the wool easily pulled over their eyes. Yes.
Well, yeah, then that's me. All right.
That's correct.
That's right.
No, I made a lot of bad choices as far as career-wise back in the day, so I would say it made me grow up a lot faster than I really needed to.
Publicist?
Stripper? What?
Stripper?
Well...
Yeah, okay. That's the junior college answer.
Prostitute.
Prostitute?
No.
Stripper. Little prostitution.
No, none at all.
Springling. If The Bachelor was cute?
No, not even that.
Okay.
But too long of a beat there.
The pause was a bit long there.
Doing bachelor parties and that kind of thing?
To that degree, yeah.
All right.
To a degree, yes.
To a degree.
To a degree, actually, right now.
And by the way,
pretty much.
What do you do?
To a degree, pretty much.
You do like 45 degrees of a bachelor party up to 90 degrees, or how many? What percentage of a bachelor party can you dance at?
What degree?
Just one cheek and a calf was actually inside of the bachelor party. The rest of me was in the van.
No, it's a degree of I didn't, it wasn't an all the time type deal, and plus well, it doesn't matter. That's,
what?
What
are you?
No.
Okay, so what happened in your life? A bad stepdad or something?
No, just a lot of bad relationships, a lot of really, really bad relationships.
Alcoholic.
A
violent dad.
What? Violent dad?
Violence as far as physical and verbal.
Yeah, and alcohol.
Dad's an alcoholic?
Is my dad an alcoholic?
Yeah.
No. Neither one of my parents are. My parents are very educated.
Just physically, just a smart guy who doesn't touch the booze, who's physically abusive?
In my past, yes.
Whatever.
All right. True sock of the mic. All right, so here's the thing.
Getting off the subject.
No. This is all the subject because we got to figure out what's going on with Carrie. And Carrie,
why she's satisfied?
Carrie's like in a fair amount of denial for someone who I can hear in her by the tone of her voice has had a horrible life filled with weird abuse and stuff. And that now we don't trust this guy because you picked him.
Right, and he's 41-year-old chain smoker who is, I guess, recovering. Or is he an addict also?
No, he's never done drugs.
Okay.
We both drank. So that's about all we do.
What's he do for a living?
He's a trucker.
Oh, okay.
Speed.
All right.
There's where his France is going. He's doing speed too.
All right. Don't have any kids with this guy.
Right? Is he doing? He's doing some speed when he works.
No.
You better check that out because that may be why he's going soft. Now the cigarettes may be enough, frankly, but I look into the speed.
Carrie.
Yes.
Yeah, baby doll, you're 22. You got your whole life ahead of you. Don't let this guy get you pregnant.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, well,
why not?
Well, because can't get a boner. Can't get a boner. And yeah, and when are you planning on getting married?
Well, it's
right now.
It's postponed. It's postponed because I'm a little. I got cold feet, and I just want to make sure everything is
good
right.
now.
No, keep the feet cold.
Yeah, keep
Ice
them in the
cold.
pool.
Yeah.
That's right. Ice them down. Yeah, I don't trust this guy.
You don't even know him for it.
I know him.
We know you.
I close my eyes. I see a plaid shirt and a pack of Cools hanging out of his pocket and a limp penis in his pants. I know this guy. Believe me, I know this guy. I don't trust him either.
He's standing outside now.
Oh, wait, there.
I think he's got the baseball bat in his hand, actually.
I didn't even know why I needed to close my eyes. He's actually standing here holding a tire iron. All right. I knew what. Here's why. I know. Everybody. Annabella's sitting there going, "Oh, you judge. How do you know? Believe me, We know. I can hear her 22-year-old voice. But that's a 22-year-old that sounds like a nurse from Vietnam. Yeah. I mean, sounds like she's been to hell and back. You start scratching beneath the surface a little bit. You find she's been a stripper at bachelor parties, physically abusive dad. I don't trust this guy.
Yeah. And she would be attracted to a guy that would be abusive or be something up.
And has been in a bunch of other bad relationships, so she says, too. And when she says bad, I think that means bad.
Yeah, and it doesn't really want to really look at why the guy is having a erectile difficulty.
Right.
It's just also kind of happening, maybe, kind of, but it's a big deal. And they're going to get married, and this is going on.
22. You don't need to get married at 22 anyway. That's the point.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah?
Amy.
Yeah, I'm talking to Amy because... she's
been on hold the longest.
She's been on hold for 50 minutes. What's up?
Sorry. Okay, I have a 5-year-old son and one of those absent father things, and I'm wondering, would it be better for him to just leave the dad out of the picture or try to keep hunting his dad down and try to keep in contact with him somehow so that when he does say, I want to see my dad, I can say, where he is or...
Well, Adam has a specific feeling about this, and I'm not sure that I can give you direct... accurate kinds of guidance on this one, but Adam would say cut him out completely and then tell the kid that he was shot down in a chopper over Iraq.
Yeah, died in hero.
Yeah.
Last I heard he lived in Upland.
See that green beret sitting on the American flag over there? That's what they sent me. That's what they gave me. That's what I got in the mail. He died a hero.
I have to turn him into a war hero?
Turn him into a hero.
And the amazing thing about these kids is that they will build these idealized renditions of dad and then crap on mom.
Yeah, here's what you do. Here's what you say. He was in Honolulu for the Pro Bowl, where he was starting his free safety for the NFC when he got the call up, and he knew he had to get back into the chopper, and that's when they took a Stinger missile. He made sure all the rest of the crew bailed out, but he took the chopper into the side of the mountain, and that's where the beret and the flag folded like a triangle. That's where I got that. Okay. And the kid will be happy. He'll be walking around school, bragging to all his friends. Be better than the disappointment that the guy ends up being.
Well, what do I do when the dad comes around for the holidays? Because he's one of those guys that comes in and out.
And fall to your knees and cry, oh, my God, you're back. You're back. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my God. And then slam the door.
Start calling him uncle.
He has a very good uncle. That
No. Your husband.
Start calling. No, he's an ex-husband, but... he's one of those guys that thinks that he should have whatever he wants whenever he wants it. So he'll disappear for months, lose his phone number, and, I don't feel like I should have to call his girlfriend's parents to hunt him down every time.
No. Right. Can't you hide out from this guy?
Well, I have the restraining order and all that.
All right, then apply it. Get him out of there.
And listen, all you wacko broads, stop getting knocked up by these idiots, please.
I'm just concerned about how my son,
I am too, but why are you letting this guy getting you pregnant? I understand what everyone's thinking.
Unfortunately, I was married to the guy, but
why would you marry a jackass like this?
Well, because I had the kid and I didn't want to raise him by myself, and then I realized I was.
Why would you have a kid? All right.
No. Because he was one of those controlling people that I couldn't get rid of. I got pregnant while I was trying to leave him, and when I said I don't want to be together anymore...
I know, but
you want to hear about her?
No, I don't want to. But listen, your argument of why you having kids with guys like this is, well, I married him, and then, okay, why are you marrying a guy like this? Because I was pregnant. Yeah. Wait a minute. It's one or the other, isn't it? Look, I know everyone's young and everyone's stupid and everyone had a horrible dad, but ladies, please stop letting these a-holes knock you up. You're destroying the planet. Really are. It's just you running around trying to find guys and get money from guys who won't give you any money, and a screwed up, confused, angry kid who's growing up with no father, and then that somehow will get seamlessly woven into society. It's not going to work. Just stop it. And look, I blame the guys. The guys are horrible guys, but these guys are a dime a dozen. They're on every corner. Keep your legs closed. You can't let them get you pregnant. That's all. You can have your kicks with them. You can stay with your bad boys and have your young teenage fun. You just can't get pregnant. That's it.
Okay, Pops.
All right. All right. We'll work that out. Thank you. Bow Wow Wow in studio tonight. You can go find out. They got some concert dates coming up out here in Los Angeles, especially. And if you go to bowwowwow.org, you can find out all those dates and all the information. Maybe even buy a T-shirt. We'll take a quick.
Please come see us.
Yeah.
Please. Please. No, I'm kidding.
We'll
come and have some fun.
We'll
have some fun. Come see us.
Take ourselves a little break, and we'll be right back after this. Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Annabella and Lee are both here from Bow Wow Wow.
Hello.
As well as Adrian from No Doubt. And it's going to be drumming with Bow Wow Wow coming up on the 14th and on the 15th at the one's at the House of Blues and the others at the House of Blues in Anna. Oh, wait a minute. Both at the House of Blues out here, 14th and 15th. Oh, no, wait. No, now I got it. Hollywood Racetrack on the 14th. The House of Blues on the 15th, and I'm guessing that's the Sunset House of Blues. Yes.
Would you call it the Hollywood Racetrack?
Well, that's what it says.
In Hollywood Park?
Yeah.
As soon as the race is over, we're going to play.
Yeah, Lauren, you got to do a better job on this stuff. I would assume that meant Hollywood Park, but and I'm just going to say
they're saying Hollywood Park.
All right, Hollywood Park, and then the 29th at Anaheim. At the, it says here House of Jews. I'm just going along
You're seeing everything that way now.
I don't know what that is. Again, it could be another typo from Lauren. I don't know. I mean, probably House of Blues. All right. Also, we're going to hear something, a new No Doubt song.
Let's do it now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They got new, they're going to have a best of released. Yes, Adrian?
That's right. It comes out on the 25th of this month.
I was listening to Adrian drum on some No Doubt songs on my iPod tonight while I was skipping rope, and I was thinking, hey, that's good drumming. You know, you really, when you're driving in your car, you don't really hear the drumming like you do when you put the iPod on and you start doing some repetitive thing. You can actually focus in on it. You know what I'm saying? Skip that rope. Listen to Adrian bang them skins for No Doubt. And so wait, when's the new album out? I mean, this song we're going to hear now is going to be on the best of?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's out when?
25th.
25th.
Okay. November. All right. It is called, you ready, Anderson? Oh, Chris is ready? Yeah. You're not Anderson? Oh, dude. It's My Life. Here we go. Yeah, No Doubt, everybody. And that best of is coming out on the 25th of November. Just in time for Christmas. No Doubt. I know I put a curse on the band many years ago, which I still owe me for.
Are you aware of that, Adrian?
Because, I put a curse on No Doubt, and that's the reason for the success. Because
it came from you?
When I curse something, I'll tell you what. Like I was sitting sitting around about 3 weeks ago watching baseball, thinking I'd love to see Boston in this series. Oh, Boston, Chicago. This would be
everybody
a great series. I would love to see, and they're both up like 3-2 at this point, and of course that's why. See, if I can focus on wanting something, it's sort of like it's like. Buddhist, it's like a negative chant. If I focus on something, it'll happen. The opposite will happen. And I was kind enough to put a curse on No Doubt. What had to be 9 years ago? What was it? Was it not, Drew?
It was 9 years ago.
What do you mean? What made you even think of putting a curse on us?
We got into an argument with Tony and Gwen. I don't think. I don't know if I wasn't arguing with you, but I was arguing with.
Was it in the
Tony
studio?
And Gwen.
Kind of.
It was kind of. It was this horrible incident.
I was there for that.
Oh, you were there for that.
Yeah, you were a complete jackass.
First, really? How dare you treat me this way after I put a curse on the band?
No, this was absolute jackass, not kind of, just to be funny.
How was I supposed to know Tony was going out with Gwen before? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, but even if.
But here's what happened. Now, I'm telling you, it's not bad. You guys listen, and just listen.
It's supposed to be a good story.
This is a good story.
All right.
Okay,
It's one of those questions.
Here's what somebody called up and said that they were talking about a mixed or interracial thing where once somebody was black and someone was white, or there was a mixture of races in a relationship. And then Gwen said, I used to go out with a guy who was something other than American or white, and I said, well, what was he? And she said, well, he's Indian. And I said, was it woo-woo-woo Indian or 7-Eleven Indian? I was just making a joke. But I didn't know it was Tony who was sitting next to me. You see, when you say I used to go out with a guy, you got to point at the guy. That's what I'm saying. You can't talk about him like he's not in the room. Yeah.
But that goes beyond him being in the room or not.
Well,
that just makes you look like I'm a white guy, and so I can just, be smug ass.
Oh, please. After I put a curse on the band, here's my point.
Thanks for that, by the way.
It's a little, I know, because how many millions of records were sold from that time till now? Millions. And, I mean...
It's because of the curse.
I'm not saying all to do with the curse, but you got to figure 80-90% of that is the curse. Drew, I'm telling you, I got people waiting in line for me to curse.
Anything he curses goes double platinum.
Sports franchises, automobile manufacturers, new upstart bands, they all went the Carolla curse. I don't hand it out too easily. But here's the point. You see, as a radio guy who's supposed to infuse some body humor into the show, it was a 4. It wasn't bad. It was offensive because the person was there, but I didn't know that. I didn't know Tony was the person. And again, Gwen talking about I used to go out with a guy. You wouldn't think it's the guy that's sitting next to her. You see what I'm saying? Then it turns.
That's a weak backpedal.
This is the guy that's just talking about dropping bombs on Germany.
I want to bomb Germany. You're with me on that one. Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't have made fun. That's American Indian. Well, that was Japanese at the end. I didn't know how it flowed into that. But the point is that I wouldn't have said that if I thought the guy was in the room. That's my point. But anyway, then the band got angry at me, and they thought I was racist, and I wouldn't come back on the show, and that's when the curse came out.
Yeah.
But again, huge dividends.
What a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How many albums has No Doubt sold in the last 10 years? What do you think?
A little over 20.
20 million.
Wow.
20 million.
Is that in worldwide?
You're supposed to say, is that a lot?
20 million.
Is that worldwide?
No, that's a ton.
That's worldwide.
Oh, Drew, don't.
20.
No, I'm just curious. That's a ton. It's a ton. Is that or what?
It's a lot. What do you mean? Not worldwide?
Well, no, listen, I know that if you sold 19 million here, you'd sell 250,000 in Canada. You know what I mean? Most of it must be here. Right?
No. Yeah. Police, that 20, I asked him how many albums sold.
Huge.
What do you think? So 70 million in Europe and not talking about it?
Yeah, good point.
All right, please. It's deflating. Okay, here's the point. I got to be responsible for 17 million of that?
Easily.
17 records.
You're being a little...
17 million. I think I'm being conservative because I'm modest. All right, now it's time to play Germany or Florida. Anderson?
No. We want to hear Annabella's rendition.
Drew, what do you think? He has it?
He recorded it.
I will by the end of the show.
You got to put the thing together. All right, let's talk to Chad, who's 16. Chad?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Before I say it, Adam, how come you never talk about your crow theory no more?
My what theory?
Your crow theory.
I was thinking about that today.
Good.
I really was. All right, now you're on hold. Let me tell you my idea. Attack crows. You could have your own. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a group of birds. Birds are smart. You can train birds pretty easily. This is just a group of 5-6 crows. They hang out with you. You know what I mean? When you go in the building, they just sit on the edge of the building. They wait. When you leave the building, they just kind of circle around and they hang out. Any trouble? They swoop down and go after whoever's messing with you, and the police department uses them. You know, when there's a hostage situation, there's a guy with a gun, he's out there, they're always trying to move in. They got these robots and stuff like that. Attack crows. You got the guys hold up.
Well, you got to talk about crows and how smart they are. People don't realize that.
Crows are super smart and super mean. They would be perfect. They would do the job for free. I mean, we use dogs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What about the crows? You'd freak out, by the way, if you're trying to hold somebody hostage. A bunch of crows just came flying at your head.
With their talons exposed.
Yeah. And making all that noise and everything. This is better than the heated sofa, Drew. Chad?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Appreciate you bringing up my attack crows.
Oh, all right. Here goes the Florida, Germany. All right. Mm-hmm. Women in this area, they were sick of having their husbands walking with them when they were shopping. So they opened up like a little area in the shopping mall where they would send their men to go to while they shopped. They'd pay $10, around $10, you know, and they would get, the men would get 2 beers, a hot meal, and they would get to watch football on TV. And they also get to have races with remote control cars, and they have a drilling workshop.
No, the workshop thing.
Now, if he'd also throw in like porn, that would be Germany.
No, porn. That'd be Florida. This is too good an idea for Florida.
He already gave it away because he said around $10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. But he said football, but that could be soccer.
Yeah.
But to me, what gave the German, we don't know yet. But he said there was a wood shop
and the car.
Drilling workshop.
A drilling
metal or wood?
It just says they also offer a drilling workshop.
That's got to be. It's got to be Germany.
Translation got lost.
Germany.
Yeah, it's Germany.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chad. Hey, better luck next time on Germany or Florida, yeah? We're sending out the home game in a windbreaker. All right. Well, that's how you play. What, Anderson? Germany or Florida? Yeah, we're going to have Annabella's version of that by this time next year. All right, Bow Wow Wow in studio tonight. Also, Adrian here from No Doubt, new No Doubt CD, Best Of, coming out on the 25th of November. Go to bowwowwow.org if you want to find any information about dates or anything about the band. And we'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Lee and Annabella are both here tonight from Bow Wow Wow, along with Adrian from No Doubt, who's playing with Bow Wow Wow out here in Southern California, and going to be at the House of Blues on Sunset Strip on the 15th, and that's with Cheryl Crow and a bunch of other people.
I have to add that it's just a little impromptu thing, and probably most people that are going to this thing are expecting to see the legends, and I hear there are a few legends, but just to be open-minded and clear about that, we're like one of the impromptu acts.
You're a legend, Annabella.
Yeah, you're a legend.
Really?
Sure. Been around longer than that. It should be good fun.
I hear there's some really good people appearing, and it's all for a good cause. So. And
also on November 29th at the Anaheim House of Blues and the Hollywood Park racetrack on the November 14th. All right. Let's get back to the phones and speak to Meredith, who's 18. Meredith?
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
Well, okay. I had sex the other night, and I'm pretty sure I came for the first time because I have never come before.
Mm-hmm.
And after we were done, like, I went to the bathroom, whatever, and I was like, oh, something feels kind of funny. And I looked at my pussy lips, I guess. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Are you pre-med, Meredith?
She looked at her cat?
What?
Cats don't have lips.
About a vagina.
Do they? I never saw a cat with lips.
They're very thin. Yeah.
Don't take any notice of him, honey.
Well, I looked at them, and, like, the inner ones were, like, swollen so that they were out of the outer ones. And I don't have, like, a droopy, like, vagina or anything. And so they were swollen. And I don't know. It just looked weird, and I don't know if that's normal.
That's from irritation. And
it wasn't irritated. It didn't hurt at all. They kind of felt like little, they felt like squishy, sort of.
Well, they're inflamed. I mean, that you get blood supply, blood engorgement down there just the way guys get engorgement of their genitalia.
Oh.
I smell junior college. Yeah. Meredith, junior college?
I'm going to vocational school right now.
Oh, my God.
To be a medical assistant. But that's
people in junior college make fun of the people in vocational school, you know that?
No, that's just so I can pay my way through the rest of my college years.
Oh, yeah. But listen, I'm all for it. Just learn a trade and do it. You want to be a medical technician?
No, I'm going to be a doctor.
Oh, you are? Really?
Uh-huh.
I got to move. You're out in California, right? Hold on a second. Now, look, everyone gets mad at me. My friend John, everyone got mad. My friend John, who went to junior college for 19 years and is now looking for a job working with me at my house, by the way, announced he was going to be a doctor about 8 years ago, and everyone applauded. And I said, are you guys high? This is just another 6 years of junior college before he quits. And everyone's like, oh, please, Adam, why? How dare you? He wants to be a doctor. People should aspire to things. But here's the thing. You got to know, man's got to know his limit. You got to know your limitations. all I'm saying is if Meredith is in vocational school right now, probably barely got out of high school, shouldn't she be shooting for a doctor? She's gonna slow herself down. Meredith.
Uh-huh.
What kind of grades did you get in high school?
I got pretty good grades. I had honors classes and stuff.
Why didn't you go to a college, and why didn't you go to university?
Our family didn't have enough money to put me through college right away because our finances went downhill when the stock crashed.
Well, you had stocks. I mean, you get student loans and get a part-time job, and you go off to college like everyone else.
Oh, I don't know. I wanted more experience in the medical field, like while I was going through school.
All right. So what university are you going to go to?
USC.
All right. I'm going to be there tomorrow, actually.
That's a pretty expensive school. You have funds for that?
I will. I don't know. I'll think of it somehow.
All right, babe. I say, well, what's the over-under on her becoming a doctor? 28 years from today? What's that plan? Why don't you say you're going to be an astronaut? I mean, really. I know I sound like a prick. I'm just saying, she's not going to be a doctor.
Here's what she has to do. She has to get her butt into a university, either probably by doing a fifth pathway through a junior college. She has to get A's in the science classes in university.
What about vocational school?
And if she does that and take out the loans that are necessary to get that pulled off, and if she does that, then she's thinking realistically. If she doesn't, she has to reconsider her path.
It's funny that she doesn't have any money, but wants to go to USC, which is like the most expensive.
That's what I said. And then I asked her how she's going to do that. I'll dream up a way. Dream is the key word here.
Let's just hope you're not on some gurney clinging to life and rolling into Meredith's operating room. That's all I'm saying. Elise? Is that Elise?
Yeah, Elise.
Hi.
Hey. What's up, baby doll? You're 20.
Yeah, I am. I'm just calling because I want kind of, I guess, an objective opinion as to whether or not I'm a functional human being right now. A lot of people tend to think that I have an eating disorder and that I kind of act out and I'm a little out of control. And I kind of tend to think...
You should always believe people when they say that stuff, by the way.
Yeah, people don't say stuff like that unless there's a reason for it.
Usually.
Okay.
Well, again, what's in it for them? Why would they come up to you and say, "Gee, hey, whoa, cut it out, relax"?
Well, I used to be really, really low-key, and I think it's just kind of the contrast. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
All right. Well, let's see. Do you throw up?
I have before.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I've thrown up 500 times.
Do you think you're fat?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, that's an eating disorder. How much?
But she could be fat.
Honestly, though, I could. I probably could lose 10 pounds and still be healthy.
How much do you weigh?
About 124 pounds.
How tall are you?
About 5'8".
Yeah. That's light.
And you're vomiting. That's an eating disorder. Okay.
Well, how often? She said she has vomited.
You've caused yourself to vomit.
I've only done that half a dozen times in my life. I mean,
no,
I more so just go to the gym.
From drinking?
No,
yeah.
Right, but not drinking at the same time.
Drinking? No,
you can't count the booze vomits
because I've done that, but every time I've done it, it's because I was drunk. And
right. You want to go to bed.
So
what the bed from spinning?
What are the other behaviors?
In the past, I've just I don't know. I guess I have been addicted to random things. In the past, I've smoked. I used to cut myself. I used to sleep around a lot.
Okay, why don't you want to do something about this?
Because I feel like it's under control. And
all right, well then we're good. She's under control. She's under control.
Yeah, those are very, very serious behaviors that suggest real serious psychological problems.
Yeah, but she feels under. I mean, look, when someone is 20, and like all my friends that did a bunch of drugs when they were 20, we were trying to tell them not to do the drugs, and they listen if they lived when they're like 33.
If they lived to 33.
Yeah, that's what I said, if they live, right. And all the people that did everything, you don't do anything at 20, especially when you're in denial. I mean, even if you throw yourself sort of on the mercy of society at 20 and say, please help me, please guide me, even then it's tough. Elise, whatever her name is clearly no position emotionally to do anything. So ride it out, and it'll get really bad in 5 years, and then you do something.
There you go.
All right. We'll be back. Show, everybody. Jack Black's going to be in here tomorrow night. I want to thank Annabella and Lee and Adrian for all coming in.
Yep, thank you.
Bow Wow Wow is what you got to look out for. BowWowWow.org is where you can find all the dates, all the information, everything you need to know about the band, and the new No Doubt Best Of CD with at least one new cut is going to be on it, and it's coming out November 25th. Good times.
Good times.
So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Germany or Florida.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.